Hello, everyone. See if I can do this right. Not sure I can do what I'm trying to do here. Um, there we go. Now. There we go. Now. All right. Got one thumbs up here. All right. Hello, classic car. Hello, classic car. See if I can turn my volume down so that y'all don't hear it. There we go. A little different view here today. It's been raining about all day off and on, so I figured I would come up here. I just got off of work. Figured I'd come up here and sit in the office a little bit. Hey, Daryl, what's up? And I got the video ready for tonight. So, like I said, I figured I'd go live as soon as I got off work here, and see if anybody wanted to talk for a little bit. What's everybody got up to today? Got into what they're doing? Daryl's, the sun shining at your place since it's raining here? Since you sent all the rain here? I saw the little tees there. Really wasn't expecting that color. I'm kind of anxious now to see what it's going to look like. Pouring rain, please keep it. I can't stand this rain. I'm scared to even. This is the office that's up in the middle of the building. I'm scared to even look in the other one. It got leaking so bad I had to bring the computer up here. Oh, I'd love to see that classic car. 90 degrees, blue skies, and rub it in, but still. Yeah, it's starting to bother me too. My neck still bothers me real bad. I feel like I need to go back over to the chiropractor and when I went over to about a month ago now, I couldn't hardly move my neck. And she, when I went in there, she said, "You want a full body adjustment?" I said, "I don't care what you do, fix my neck." And I lay there and she turned my head, and when she popped it, I thought I was gonna pass out. That's how much it hurt so bad, but at the same time, it was a relief pain. She said, "I don't think I'm gonna do no more today." Boy, I'm telling you, it was it hurt, but it was I could move my neck, so I didn't care. I told her I didn't care if she charged me $100, fix my neck. And I do want you to know, in Classic Car, I spent a lot of time looking through your videos yesterday. Really got me watching, trying to see exactly how you did that about that little Jeep. Well, I was going. There it is. I hope it looks good, because I sure would like to see it untaped. I bet you do. I I know you enjoy working on. Don't get me wrong, but it's probably one of those where you would like to see it to the end of, so you could start another one. Because as far as that one has come, like I said, now on the yellow car, I didn't wasn't really watch as far as beginning as much as I have on this one, but still, I know that it looks good, and it's kind of like your kid graduating, like mine's going to cap and gown tomorrow. You hate to see it, but at the same time, you're ready to let it go, get on down the road. See if I can, yeah. I was able to give myself a thumbs up. Yeah, that's my daughter-in-law sending. She's sending a video or something to Randy and me. It's got to be one of the grandbabies. That's usually what I get a couple of them. I love looking at them because it's usually, yeah. See, this one's baby girl jumping on the or dancing, looks like, on with a little hula dance costume on. She said, "Send help." I'll go back and watch that in a minute. She's a handful, and it's set up so that it goes to the work phone, the computer, and my phone. And when I'm all three of them right here, they all go crazy. I could, let's see. There we go. I give myself another thumbs up. How's that? I think we're down to what, 18 days, Daryl? You got everything ready? We're not going to have but about, hey, Ryan, Daryl, we're not going to have but about 10 days when Randy gets back to getting everything we got to get ready to go. Not even, believe me, me either. Jonathan was telling Randy why my truck was, I think it like vapor locks, and the way Randy had told me what Pug had told him, I need to get a little higher ride. Like, I don't really want to put a plate under it, but Randy bought another intake for one of his trucks, and I may change intakes on my orange one to get it to rise up a little bit. He thinks it might be the heat evaporating the gas when I turn it off. That's why it's so hard to crank once it gets hot. So we may try to jump on that before we load it up and bring it there. And like I said, I have no idea what our final decision. I know I'm bringing my orange truck. I just don't know if we're gonna bring my Earnhardt truck or a burnout car. We ain't figured it out yet. And I talked to Randy today, and I know he's only got one more test. I think he's got one more major test tomorrow, and I think he's pretty stressed out. He was kind of wound tight when I talked to him. Ryan, you talking about learning to drive the train? If that's what you're talking about, yeah, it was. Uh, it's something that will advance his career and help him out. Uh, so yes, I mean, I hated to see him go, and it was supposed to happen earlier this year. Um, yeah, yes, Daryl. Tomorrow, Wednesday, but it will help advance his career and help him out in the long run, and be a lot easier on him. Uh, as the railroad has a tendency to, well, same as every job, tendency to wear you out and then leave you high and dry. No, and actually, I don't exactly understand how it all works, but we're in a closed group. Like I can't go to CSX or I can't go to NS. They can't come to and take us. I mean, take our jobs. But as an engineer, I think he can go back to where he used to be if he wanted to, the way that is set up with a different union. I don't think he'd ever want to, but I think the option it would be there if he wanted to. Like if we all decided to, I don't know, get closer to warmer weather, we could all just move to warmer weather, and he might could go there and keep his job. Yes, and keep your options open. So now he can, once he completes this, uh, he can be a conductor. Um, he can be an engineer, conductor, and a brakeman. So pretty much three jobs there he's open to about any time. Thanks, Daryl, for stopping in. I know that's some real important right there to getting that up and going. I do appreciate you stopping in. What you getting, Ryan? Okay. Oh, never mind. Yeah. I was thinking you were saying getting you a gas saver. You said it says lever. Sorry. Hey, Carol, I believe it is. Yeah, I realized what I just read it wrong. I'm sorry. I assume that's from somewhere else. Uh, I don't really know what those. I can't read that. Don't know what that is. Yeah. Let's see who. Let's see. Polling rules. Okay, if that's I'm glad you're happy. That's one thing about this channel here. I want everybody to be happy. If you rule, man. You the man. Yeah, that's fine. We're American, and I'm proud of it. I'm glad he's proud of Poland. I appreciate it, man. Ah, he don't bother me. I mean, I got a little button if I want to stop it, but he if he's here to troll somebody, it ain't gonna work. 'Cause I don't care. Yeah, I can't. You had it best when what you put up there. I couldn't. Uh, I got Poland rules. I did get that out of it. Uh, oops. Yep, English, worse English and sarcasm because I really don't give a damn. How's it go? Frankly, Scarlett, I don't give a damn. I was going to ask you something, Ryan. I don't remember what it was. I had it right on top of before we started doing all this. I was going to ask you something about. I don't remember. If it comes to me, it was something we were talking about right up here. I was going to ask you. Uh, I don't remember. I had a brain fart. Ryan, did you say the weather? Oh, come on, Ryan. You're supposed to help me out. You're supposed to remember what I was thinking. Did you say what your weather was today? I know you're a couple hours from me, but uh, is it raining there too? You may have said. Yes, I think it got down into fifties. It was said something about like 58 or something. I'm like, man, keep on. I'm gonna get my jacket out. I did run the heat this morning though. Let's tinker with the Jetta. Okay, Ryan, I'll check that out in a minute. No, Madison, do not talk about no snow. We've had enough of the cold weather. No. I think, like I said, I turned the heat on, so I'm sure that it felt like snow to me. I didn't get out in the truck much today. It was wet and cold. Now, I did have to do a lot of running on the rail, but I didn't get out the truck much. Madison, I wasn't able to watch the video, but I will go back. Looked like she was having fun. I'll take the 65, 70. My English is not a good level, XD. We're a little ways away from Yellowstone, but it's not quite as open here as it is there at Yellowstone. Um, don't feel bad though. Our English is not too good either. Yeah, we like. I haven't went back and watched the last one. I'd watched all of them, and then they had the big upset of who was coming back, and I haven't went back and watched the latest ones. But I would like to go see it. They say it's pretty awesome, wide open out there. I like cartoons, but I'm sure with our age difference, and you're saying Asian cartoons, I imagine mine and the cartoons and your cartoons is a lot different. I like Tom and Jerry, Foghorn Leghorns, stuff like that. Wile and Coyote. Uh, Yeah. Well, growing up, you didn't care if it was fake or not. It was funny. And heck, growing up, I still think it's funny. Uh, Maybe one day, like Michael Jordan, that movie, what was that? When basketball, Bugs Bunny, I can't think of the name of that movie now. Maybe we could go into that dimension sometime and live part of it. Yes, I sat there and watched the movie the other day, and usually I don't go to sleep in a movie. I mean, I watch it the whole thing. If it's that bad, I'll turn it off. But I'd been here all day, and it was about midnight, and I decided to put a movie on, and some of the poorest acting that a couple fight scenes there. I mean, you could tell they wasn't nowhere near, making contact with the other person. And I thought this is pitiful. As much money goes into making a movie now, even on a low budget, you would think you'd get a little better than that. Yeah, for years now. I'm talking about, I don't know how long of a stretch it was, but every Friday night, me and my three kids, we would go to, and it's also because I'm tight, but me and my three kids would go to the $1.50 show. And I'd go over there and I'd buy a bag of popcorn and a drink. And we would watch the, uh, we would watch the movie, and then after I go to leave, we'd get that bag of popcorn filled up, and then we'd eat on that popcorn all, about all week, and go home, put it in a Ziploc bag, and then come Friday, I'd fold that bag up, stick it in my pocket, and we'd go back, and like I said, $1.50 show, we were getting in for what, $7, and so we'd all go pile back into the movie theater, get in there, and then we'd open the bag up and go back up there and get it refilled. Uh, for the longest time, every Friday night, we'd go watch movies that four of us, the three kids and myself. Yeah, I don't like getting into politics. You get me on a conspiracy theory, you get me going down that one. Okay, a few more minutes and we'll close this. I'd never worked at a place like that, but it would be wild. I think, I know aggravating. And tape is. I'm glad you're back, Daryl. I'm not much on serious. I don't think bad things are happening. Yeah, but you don't know which way to believe. Favorite Randy's here for a minute. I hear you. I was just telling everybody, Randy, about our little movie theater thing. We would go in and take bags in and go back up there and fill them up. I was tight. I'm telling you, we did that probably a year and a half, 2 years straight. Every Friday night, the four of us would go to the movie theater. And I think we watched every movie back then. Yeah, y'all tell him. He was a little stressed when I talked to him earlier. Randy, if you got a minute, click over on Daryl's, I think it's the Facebook page. Check out what color he put on top of the Biscayne. The only problem, I don't know where your buddy is, whether it's CSH or not. The only problem we've got here is these clowns like to make these tests, and it's just one word out, throw you off. And if you read it too quick, I'm not good on tests anyway. And when they start word messing around a little bit, I'll mess up quite easy. Well, he ought to be. Well, I'm sure. Randy, didn't you say that you took a train down that way one time? I don't know why that Greenville's. Uh, I don't know why Greenville's sounding familiar to me. Oh, Greenwood. Never mind. I've never been on a passenger train, but now on the train itself, it's pretty wicked. Okay, Daryl, you go untape. It's getting close to time for us to see it. Don't you jinx him, Ron. What y'all? I think I'm gonna start doing this for a little bit right after I get off work. I was running a little bit late today because I had to go pick up a guy that was dropping off a company truck, I mean a rental truck. But I think I'm gonna start jumping on here around 5:30, quarter to 6 every day for a little bit, and seeing if that will help the watch hours a little bit. Last night when I went to bed, that short I put up about the bird eggs, um, it was at 1.4 when I went to bed. When I got up this morning, it's at 1.3. So it somehow or another we lost overnight. Yes, the car is. I can't wait to see it. Like I was saying, once Randy gets back, we got a ton of stuff to do just to get ready. Because I think I haven't even done my briefing this morning for this afternoon for the day, and I think it's down to 18 days, which means we leave in 17. Oh, I forget how many hours it was. Randy and I did it. We drove there. Uh, was in Alive. I think we stayed there, what, 7 hours, and then turned right around and drove back. And we did it all in like 23 hours. Well, in just a couple more days, this trip will be behind you too. So, well, we got a dispatcher that'll tell you that Atlanta is the armpit of America. He does not like Atlanta. I've never been to New York, but I believe you're right. I don't know how Randy feels about it. I see he says he hates it there, but I know when I went, and I had to go to get my job, of course, and then I've had to go, I think, 3 or 4 different times for track inspector school, and it's just about like you're in prison. You can go to class, and then you can come back, but you're in a hotel. You can't really do anything. There's nothing, and we don't go, drinking and partying like a lot of people, and you're not supposed to do it on CSX anyway. So it's just you're stuck. You can't do jack crap, and then the test. If Randy don't make this, he loses his job. So it's not like you know, it's just, well, if I don't do it, I go back doing what I was doing. It's not like that, and that's the way when I went for going there. If I didn't pass it, I didn't have a job, and I needed the job. That's just the way it is. If you go to school to be an engineer and you fail it, you don't work for the railroad. You lost your job. It don't. It does not make sense to me, but that's the way it's set up for whatever reason. Look at my boy making friends. Well, if there's one thing CSX can do, and they can waste some resource, I can promise you that. I've never seen a company work so hard to try to fire somebody, as hard as it is to get help. Now, there's plenty of people that work for CSX that don't deserve to work for CSX, I'll tell you that. But those are not the ones that they're after. They're after the ones that seem to try to do right. That's the ones they muck with the most. And the union won't protect those guys as much as they do the ones that don't really need to be there. That would be wild to see, but I bet somebody else had told me about how bad that was, but I can't remember who it was. But I'd like to see at the shipbuilding place. And I'll tell you something else I'd like to do. I don't want to work there. Don't get me wrong, but I'd like to go in down into a coal mine and see, what it's like. They say it's life changing to go down there. I haven't seen the shipyard stuff, but I've heard about it. I think that and the where they unload the ships and stuff with the cranes. I'd like to go. I'd like to do that. I don't think the money's worth that. There's just something about those cranes I've always wanted to go up in because they say you go up there and you stay to your whole shift. You don't come down because it's too far. You take lunch and everything up there. I don't know how you go to the bathroom, but I've never seen one close up. But uh, I think it'd be wild to go up there and unload and load those ships. Yeah, if it gets you depressed, you definitely don't need to do it. So you worked at the loading the ships, or did you work at the shipyard? Uh, maybe I read it wrong. Okay, okay, yeah. I thought that's what. Then when I jumped off on the other one. I thought you were talking about that. Still think it'd be wild though. Even going to Florida when we were driving there, you could see off to the side where they had some of the cranes and barges over, big old ships loading and unloading. Which I know ain't got nothing to do with a job, but I've never been on a cruise. I'd like to do that one time. Just talking about ships. I know it ain't got nothing to do with a job, but that's the way I feel about flying. I feel I can swim. I dang well know I can't bounce off those trees. So I'm not been much one to go up in the air. Mom paid for a little plane ride, like goes out over the ocean and over the land, just big circle. And me and my sister and my mom was up there riding around. And I know you got to have certain altitude before your parachute open. But I asked that guy, I say, hey man, where's the parachutes in this thing? He kind of laughed. He said, we're not high enough to uh, for a parachute to open, so we don't have to have them. I said, well, if you don't mind, keep me over that water. And he said, why is that? I said, because I damn well know I can swim. I can't bounce off these trees. He said, sir, if you hit that water at this speed, the impact of hitting the water would kill you. I said, I'll take my chances over that water before I will those trees. I know what's going to happen if I land on those trees. So you don't have wings or fins, so you stay out of the water and out of the sky. I think of fish and little stuff. You get into sharks and shit like that, I don't know. What was that bird, Randy? Ostrich, wasn't it? That you had to chase down. uh, was it emu or ostrich, or are they the same? I don't think they're the same, but I can't remember the deal. I think Randy had to go help chase one down one time. Yeah, an ostrich. Yeah, there it is. I knew it was something up there at the farm. I don't remember why it was out or who had it, but I remember Randy had to go chase it down. Now let me tell you something right about Randy. We had some chickens, and Randy don't like to be told he can't do something. So I had to catch those chickens, and those chickens took off. And I told Randy, I said, "You ain't gonna catch that damn chicken." It wasn't long. Randy was on that chicken like white on rice. It wasn't wrong. He come back carrying that damn chicken. You tell Randy he ain't gonna do something, he gonna show your ass he is. Yeah, yeah. We, Lord, I forgot about the pig. I forgot all about the pig deal. See, let me tell you, when it comes to uh, the stories we've been into some shit. I promise you that. You know, there's a joke to be made about that, but I'm not going to do it. Sometimes the joke's right herself, but I'm going to leave it alone. I thought that was pretty funny. Ryan, did you see the Daryl don't want to move to North Carolina because of snakes and spiders. Did you see that spider climb on the video camera when I was out there at that fire? I forgot about the Dixie Stampede too. Yeah, you went out there several times. But I put in there that was just for Daryl. I left it in there because of that. And when I was making the video, it didn't show that good on my phone, but I swear it looked like that spider was licking the lens. Yeah, he was definitely he definitely showed up. Y'all didn't get to see it, but I had walked around for something and come up behind him, and I seen him up there, and I just thumped him off. See, listen to all the stories, Randy. I forgot all about Dixie Stampede. See, Randy had it made. My other kids didn't do all that stuff like Randy. Randy was the golden child. He got everything. Ooh, now see, I was afraid I was going to turn over one of them logs, and there was going to be a snake under it, and y'all was going to hear me squeal like a little girl. I hate a snake. The only good snake to me is a dead one. Everybody says you need to leave the king snakes away. They eat mice. Well, we got rat poison too. Now, I ain't no part of chasing those snakes. If you chased a snake, that was you and yours, not me. Now, I might try to kill one. Now, I think it was Stephen. he was watching. We had our game room's got a TV in it, and he hollered for me to come here, and there was a snake come out from under the TV, and just the body of it had slewed out. And I'm just going to tell you, that bothered me because I got it out from behind the TV, but I never did get it out of that game room. I don't know where it went. I could not find it, and it was hard for us to go to sleep for a while, knowing that snake was still in that house. No, you got the word wrong. I told you to watch it. I didn't tell you to chase it. You're supposed to watch it while I went and got the gun. Now I have done that. Now there's I would come up on a snake that was probably, I promise you that snake was every bit of 6 foot long. And I about, I ain't no liar. I about walked up on that snake. I was walking to the barn, and I hollered for Randy. He was down at the house, and I told him to come here, and I told him to watch that snake while we got the gun. I didn't tell him to. I didn't tell him to chase no snake. I told him to watch it, and I went and got the gun and killed it. And at the old house, let's see. I don't think Randy was born at this time, but I was out we had an old outbuilding that we had backed the car in, and the old man had put black plastic across the top, and I was out there fixing to wash, and I could see something in there moving, so I took an old sling blade, and I sliced that plastic and took that sling blade and pulled that snake down. And I hollered and told my wife to get the gun. And I pulled that snake down and I had it on the ground. I got that snake, and I shot that snake. Blood come back and went on my face. I killed the snake, but I'm just gonna tell you, I was out there throwing up that knowing that snake blood was in my face. I don't remember that one, Randy. I don't know. Maybe I do. Maybe it's. Yeah, I don't blame her. That would no. We'd have to be unfriend each other. You come walking up with a snake. No, I can't. I can't do snakes. You forget that mess. We got a guy at work that'll catch him and pick him up, and I think he caught one, and he's actually raising it now. I know. I see. I stand behind the Lord said the snake. The devil will crawl on its belly for the rest of eternity, and to me that's a snake. So if I can kill the devil, I'm going to. Oh, I can't. I don't recall that one. But we do live down in the woods. You see, with the woman, the kid, the dog, and me. We got about 10 more minutes here, and then I got to get something going. I got a lot to do. Let's see. Is that me? And I think my boss. Man, of all tools, you picked the post hole digger. That would be kind of hard to get it with. He said bungo. See, you're good at doing not easy stuff. I always go for the gun. I can't stand now, well, I will go for a shovel. I would say the post hole diggers was the closest thing around. Now, I'll have to say, thank God I've never been bitten, but I don't know. I know a black snake and I know a copperhead and a rattlesnake. I've never seen a live rattlesnake. I have seen a dead one, but I don't. I know a black racer will race towards you if you throw a rock at it instead of away from it. Oh man, leave it up, Ryan. I'll have some fun when you walk into that store. Freeze! Stick your hands up. I'll wait till he goes to the store and then come back. We got about 6.5 more minutes, and I'm probably gonna call it. May have to go out here and maybe take your engine off the engine stand and put mine on it, so I can start my tear down. I don't know yet. Yours got an oil pan on it, so I can set it on a tire. Mine don't. Time is about 7 o'clock. I've already got the video made for tonight, so I could work on the video and because time I get started on anything, it'll be time for Daryl's premiere. Well, you got to leave the volume up. I don't know if you heard me or not, Ryan. If you leave the volume up, when you get in there, I was going to holler, freeze, hold your hands up. This is a robbery. Give me all your money. Oh, did you? I'm not one to put on speakerphone. I don't know, the way things are now, I don't know why they call it dollar. They need to add an S to it. Dollars General. There ain't a damn thing in their dollar no more. Yeah. I think Randy has left the building. It must have been time for. But there he is. Huh. No, we don't need to be playing around with no damn dead snake now. Or fake snake. I might get something besides the jail blaster to shoot your ass. Well, I got about 3 more minutes, Randy, and I'm probably gonna call it. Like I said, it's getting yeah, I didn't say you were scared, but you damn well get pissed off, and you know you will. You can't even stand for me to damn poke you or shoot you with a little jail gun, much less get even with something like that. And you know how I feel about a damn snake. Madison come in and said something about snow a minute ago, and then she ain't spoke no more. If you're not texting back and you're in this live, she's gonna be mad at you. Hey, Rusted Metal. You're supposed to go around the puddles, Ryan, not through them. Or put a snorkel on it. Oh, you said distributor, never mind. We're all doing good on this end anyway, just sitting there talking about old stories and snakes. And ostriches and pigs and chickens. Old MacDonald had a farm, I guess. You cooking something with that whipped cream or what? And you're going to the dollar store looking for that? Well, I hate to do it. Got 9 in here, 9 thumbs up. That's a good number. I'd like to hit about 40 and 40, but I'd like to have $1 million too. But I'm gonna get out here and do my briefing and try to do something before about an hour before Daryl's premiere. I appreciate everybody stopping in, and Randy take some Advil or something for that headache. And yeah, I got to get to work. My boss is out of town, so I got to make an impression when he gets back. But anyway, everybody, I appreciate y'all stepping in, watching, and it was good talking to everybody. Thank y'all. See you.